Too much idiot, ain't no fun, no, but ain't no fun without a little bit of answer.
Welcome to the That Rules Podcast Christmas Extravaganza. To the fellas over the Rich, thank you guys for being here. We're gonna keep this pretty open, like Matt's relationships, and we're gonna have guests just kind of come in and out as much as you want. That's not what I meant to say. We're gonna. I immediately went into host open mic crowd work.
That's fun. That's what we should.
So anyway, what do you do for a living, sir?
Yeah. It's good, dude. I'm very excited because I haven't done a live show since the last one Crash and Burn, so this is good to be here. I was thinking about, on the way here, the last, I went to one of those, I don't know if your guys' dads made you go to watch Howard Eskin talk in public places. Remember like 90, whatever, 4-7 would have things where Howard Eskin would just be in a diner, like doing a live thing. We were there, my little cousin was in the process of being born. Sorry about that. And we were at the Hollywood Diner, if you guys are familiar.
Oh,
yeah.
I got alcohol poisoning there 3 times.
Well, I got to choose on. You're disgusting. And we went to we were at the diner, and they were recording a live, like Howard Eskin was there, he's with other people. Me and my dad were so enthralled. And we were like 2 or 3 hours late. We were supposed to be in the
Time out. Yeah, just picturing you, little 7-year-old you, getting in the car with Big Kev, and you're like, Dad, I'm so fucking enthralled for this.
Yeah, I was deeply enthralled, and I also didn't even know what Howard Eskin meant. He just kept saying, we're going to see Howard Eskin, and I was like, love it, couldn't see it any other way. And we were there, we were supposed to go see my little cousin who was just born. And we stayed for 2 hours, and then we went and saw Finding Nemo. And then we never saw my little cousin. So if you guys know where he's at, just give us a heads up. We'd love to see this guy.
That's the perfect segue into announcing what we're going to do tonight.
Exactly.
If you can tell a good story, so that was an example of a bad story, guys. Right. You can come up and tell a good Christmas or drinking related story that's very brief. We'll call it under 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, 3 to 5.
I think the sign says you get a drink and a special treat, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you have to pick. You can get a drink on us, go up to Gab and say you just did the thing, and that's a drink on us. Or we have very special tricks and treats if you guys would like to see what we have here. So it's totally your call, whatever you pick, but just come with a fun little Christmas tale or a fun little drinking tale, and we'll have a bit of a blast. Does that sound good? All right, guys.
You guys are all part of history. I don't know if you guys understand that. This is the maybe 100th episode of this podcast. We forgot how to count about 3.5 times. We stopped doing the podcast for a while. We started it back up. We changed the name. So we think this is the 100th episode. So thank you guys for showing up to be part of history. This is pretty incredible, guys. It's nice to know, like, usually when people are blowing up 100 like balloons for 100th thing, that person's gonna die real soon.
Yeah, we're on our way.
I think we got it. I think we got another 100 episodes in us.
I doubt that. I think this is probably maybe 20 more, and then we wrap this thing up. Hopefully. Yeah. No, this is good. We're excited. Anybody want to come up with a fun tip? Get the heck up.
Yeah, fun tale, bring them on up.
Give it up for our first cast of our 100th episode. Let's go.
Yeah.
Please, yes. Yeah,
pop the hat on, and you got to play with either the Duckies, the Tic Tacs, or you have to eat this whole cup of chocolate treats the entire time.
I know we cater to an autistic audience, so we need to be balanced.
Throw the techniques.
Yeah, we're figuring it out as we go along.
All right, so what's your name, dude?
Darius.
Darius, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming on. Now, do you have a big, fun drunk story or a Christmas tale?
I have a Christmas tale.
Ooh, let's hear it, dude.
So, I went to see. So I'm Dominican.
Okay.
So of course my family's from New York. And so
your words, not mine.
Of course, that's okay. So I went to New York. This is a story about how I got scared by a crackhead in Penn Station on Christmas Day. So I go with my family. I'm 8 years old, right? My first time going to Penn Station, big place. Mm-hmm. And all I see is a short guy, kind of scraggly beard. Looks like I guess if you say he was giving Elf an offers on crack.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and except little candy canes for money. But
now earlier you said I'm 8 years old. Is that now or is that for the story?
That's for the story.
Okay.
So so I hear him go, "Anybody got any change?"
Yeah, as they do.
Anybody got any change? And then he says, "I'm not going to use it for drugs." No, I'm going to use it for drugs.
Nice.
Come forward with your boy.
Yeah. Did you give him any change?
The thing that he came up to me, that's what scared me. Because I was like, how do I have money? I'm 8.
Right.
And he was like, hey, you got some money? You got anything for your uncle? Uncle? I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Well, statistically, if you were Dominican in New York, there's a good chance he might have.
Yes. I was scared when I was trying to hide behind my mom and I tripped.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, don't be like that. So I was, the main scary call was like, is he coming back? He's gonna be at my grandmother's house when we go to the Bronx. Like I was very on high alert the whole time.
Is that the conductor? How do these trains?
Exactly. Is he Santa? You know?
His pitch was pretty bad though. It wasn't a good. He should have hit like the Jordan Belfort school of like, sell me this crack. Buy me this crack.
He's correct. But yes, I always remember that story about like I'm the first time going to New York. I got scared by a crackhead. I thought he's gonna come back. He said he's my uncle.
Yeah.
So he's my Tio now. I don't know, but
Now, are you in defense mode? Are you ready to defend your family? Or are you
I was. But I was even more shorter and chubbier back then. So
He'd better just roll at him. You've all seen that scene in Hook where the chubby kid rolls like a bowling ball and takes people out, right?
Yeah, I mean,
All right, I just want to see that recreated in a fight at some point in my life.
exactly. Yes.
I like to think that you hearing him that he's going to use change to buy drugs, has that carried over into your adult years? Like, do you just pay for weed and nickels?
I tried.
Okay.
You know, some guy didn't really accept it. Maybe a dime or two when I'm trying to get to 3.5.
That would be great going to a dispensary now and you're like, I'll take one bag of weed, please. And then just emptying your pockets out of loose change.
Sure, maybe if you smoked weed like a fucking sinner, but I don't try to. Never done that.
True. Oh, and that you can introduce our next segment after a guest has told a story. Do you deem that a drink-worthy story?
Absolutely. Well, do you want a drink or would you like a little Christmas fun, exciting treat?
I would say exciting treat.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. All right, for our first treat of the day, we have what everybody's been looking for classic fours. But the only way you can earn that is you have to have an unbelievable slam jam mamma. This is okay.
You have to dunk on...
You have to dunk on Pope Jam Paul.
Yeah, come into frame, Matt. This is Broadcasting 101. And make it a cool jam.
Cool jam.
All right.
First.
Cool jam! Such a fucking cool jam. Give it up for it, guys. Give it up there. Man, you set the bar high. We had a guy named Darius dunking in here, and the rest of the room is a bunch of white guys. That's dangerous. I like it. Thank you, Darius. That was awesome. Enjoy your forks. This is not stuff Matt found in his drawer before coming to. I swear.
No, I actually spent like $45. Oh, I'm not a that's a mistake.
I was thinking about it like this is fun to explain like what you're doing. My wife comes home and I was in this outfit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been to 7 stores today. She's like, for what? I was like, well, the one balloon I had to get at one store.
Yeah.
Then the second 0 was at another store.
Yeah, but it's worse because you have a kid and I don't.
I was parenting in this jacket before leaving.
What did you say? What was the start?
I had to she's potty training right now, and she
pissing and pooping?
Yeah, just taking an old whiz and dump. Forgot she wasn't wearing her diaper and just started pissing on the kitchen floor. Just started pissing on the kitchen floor, and I had to like get on one knee and be like heartfelt moment. I was like, listen,
Like mid piss?
yeah, like listen. When you have to go tinkle, you have to tell us, right? And this is why, this happens. And then she just looks at me and laughs and goes, why are you wearing this?
Yeah, you can't discipline that.
No, I had to explain to my child. I was like, I'm going to tell jokes. That one day in therapy, she's going to be like, yeah, my dad used to leave to tell jokes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. You look like Santa Claus after the divorce.
I look like the guy. I look like the guy in the group chat when we said we're gonna wear festive stuff that fucking did it.
Yeah, I was just.
What is this? You put on your greenish shirt.
Well, it's a pretty green ass shirt if you ask me.
I'm gray-green colorblind. I don't know.
No, it does look. I tried my best. I panicked. It wasn't my best decision. Also, I forgot to wear a watch. Just notice that right now.
You're really fucking up today.
Yeah, I'm ruining this. This is unbelievable. Can you believe it?
Can you?
That's why we need our second guest.
Second guest.
Is that an excited guy there?
Yeah, I was just real jazzed up.
Reluctant guest.
Here we go. Give it up for our second guest of the night.
We need you to be more enthralled.
Yeah.
Picture yourself as a 7-year-old Matt seeing Howard Eskin for the first time.
That was a good tale, dude. I saw Finding Nemo later that day. You ever seen Finding Nemo?
Watch out. Yeah, there's not a lot of room to sneak in there. Dan, were you a call into the radio guy? You seem like you've called into a lot of radio stations.
I called in as Daryl from Sweetsboro for 7 years.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
Just my bitch wife, bunch of problems I had at home. Rarely about sports, and they had to cut me off every single time.
Yeah, but if you get a minute or two in there, you've won that battle.
Exactly. Yeah.
They screen you, right?
Yeah, they would try and screen me. I'd play them like fools, though. Sometimes a fiddle, mostly a fool.
It's a bit of a screen and roll. You just keep going.
Yeah.
I love that you were doing research to make like good sports points when they were screening you. Like,
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. I think McNabb needs to drop back another step in the pocket if we're ever going to make it to the NFC Championship. And then they get on, and you're like, my bitch wife left me up in Swedesboro. That's it.
That was pretty much the extent of it.
Nice.
And that does tie into my tale as well, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Trying to.
Now, is this a drinking or a Christmas?
It's a drinking. The last time, and I need to just get this out there and close out 2023. This happened in January. So the first time I took multiple edibles in one night while drinking. Things went off the rails pretty quickly when I woke up the next morning and I had an email from a guy from the Courier Post. Have I told you this story?
No, of course.
This guy, Mike Greenwald, who writes lifestyle and business sections in the Courier Post, emailed me back after I tried pitching him an AI-generated headshot for an obituary with an AI-written obituary.
Okay.
And I didn't realize, I don't know if you guys know this or if anybody else knows, did you know that newspapers that run obituaries actually confirm what you're saying to them with a funeral home? I am being dead serious. This guy was calling me and he's like, the funeral home you put in doesn't exist and we need to verify the death in your family in order to run this obituary.
I love that you put it to the audience. Like, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. When you guys
have to deal with an obituary for a family member or
are
something.
out there being a silly goose pulling pranks for just yourself.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice that the fucking obituary be silly?
And
It do be silly. You got to give him that. It do be.
Obituaries be shocking.
so I went with the fake business that Brendan and I made up called Ralph's Dead Bodies in Denver. He wasn't buying it, so, and I was the first ever person after I talked to someone in accounts payable later that week, because I actually paid for the obituary package. So if you pay like $109, you can get that obituary listed in multiple.
Okay.
And I was the first person ever to get refunded for that. They refused to run my obituary because they could not confirm that the guy that I wrote it about was real.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I want my money back. They're like, well, do you have an obituary to run? I'm like, yeah, I'll take my business elsewhere. Like, well, where else in Camden County are you going to run an obituary?
That, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even know newspapers still exist, and you got banned from That's impressive.
Yeah, banned from the Courier Post. Mike Greenwald knows my name and face now. I'm also banned from Walmart. But
We're coming for you, Mike Green. I didn't mean that. That's not a threat.
Yeah, tag yourselves in.
I'll come hang out with you, Mike.
You're banned from Walmart.
Yeah, I did that sober though. That was a teenage move.
That was not Christmas or drinking.
No, that was just an additional. We'll save that one for your guys' OnlyFans or whatever.
I appreciate it. That was an incredible tip.
Yeah. So if anybody can top fake obituaries in the AI revolution, just let me know.
Your poor wife, dude. Knowing you're down in your basement, drenched in sweat, doing all this is a tough.
Yeah, this was at like 1 or 2 a.m. and like he emailed me pretty early on a Saturday. 8:30 for him. I got it around 1, and then I responded, and it went from there. So.
I appreciate it. That's an incredible tip.
Yeah, so if anybody has any newspapers that don't verify information, please let me know.
I need a contact at the Star Herald if anyone has one.
Yeah, because I didn't take it anywhere else like I threatened them that I would, but...
You're not shopping it around town?
I wasn't shopping it around now.
Some comedians are writing screenplays. You're fucking writing silly obituaries. Because like, I don't know why I'm not making it in this fucking business.
I just made up an entire persona, and you can feed that to like ChatGPT and just say, write an obituary about this person that worked as a waitress at a diner for 50 years, and it'll do it.
Yeah.
It's just they didn't believe it because there was no funeral home in Denver. I guess that's the story.
Oh, that's good. You got to give it up for somebody that works at a diner. Because very honestly, my dad was on a jury trial. Here's a story that's not going to work at all. But my dad, this is right after finding Nemo. He was on a jury trial, and apparently the guy who did it was like one of our favorite waiters at a diner that we frequented.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, do you have any biases? And my dad said no. And then the entire trial, my dad was totally biased because he was pretty quick at the Brookline diner.
Oh, yeah, that'd been pretty good. He gets him off of a murder charge. He's like, he knows my toast order every time.
They were like, we have surveillance footage of him shooting him in the face. My dad's like, he's a good man.
He's that jazzed up to do his civil duties as a juror that he actually wanted to be on that jury.
Yeah, he got a free hot dog every day. He told me about that. Made it all worth it.
Yeah, did the guy beat the charges? Did he beat the case?
No, he got pretty quickly convicted of a heinous crime. But yeah, it did. Shout out to this guy. I hope he's still around.
Did your dad get like a gift certificate to the Brooklyn Diner for his service there, or what?
No, they actually closed months
Yeah,
later.
they had to change the name of it.
Oh, what's there now?
You should know that. You're Mr. Autistic for
Is it the one on the circle there? It's right on the circle.
Yeah,
I
they
know
didn't
the name.
move the physical building.
But it's that one that we're talking about. I don't know the name of it, but I was there in April.
Wow, we have officially stumped Dan.
Let's go.
On a local rough, Prince Callahan is going down in flames tonight.
What do you want, Dan? I deemed that a good story.
As a group.
I just wanted to drink. I mean, if you bring up a
You don't
guy
want to
named
dunk on
Darius
the
to play basketball.
You don't want to hit.
I mean, if you bring up a guy named Darius to play basketball, the Irish guy will take a drink and go home and hit somebody.
Well, I mean, you should want to kiss the picture of the Pope then, if you're that.
Oh, please, give me a little PJP.
Yeah. Kiss the Pope. Kiss the Pope.
Kiss it. I took it early today.
It came directly from Goodwill.
Oh, that smells like a good work photo,
It
too.
just pranked you. It's a picture of a guy.
I knew that going in. I went to Catholic school. I know the deal.
This one, Sam Hamlin's got.
You know how many people have chanted "kiss him" and they have a church today? Yeah, and there.
Yeah, they were less than the operas, and everybody was kind of in on it. They were like, "Kiss that priest."
This is truly the most out of control 100th episode South Jersey based podcast I have ever been a guest on at the taproom.
Oh, yeah, you used to have a radio program.
Yeah. I'm on the AM radio. We're exclusive.
The North Jersey Good Boys. Well, look, would you like a free drink or would you like a crazy wild?
I'll take the drink, and I got a kiss out of it, and literally I got another one right here. Can I
You take a
this?
duck too. I'm going to tell you guys that. It's a duck.
Yeah, dude.
You can't take the Tech Decks. I need these.
Don't exhale that heavy when we're looking at the ducks.
I'm taking this one, dude. It doesn't squeak, but
Don't touch their hole and then put them back. You got to take it or not.
all right, we're gonna leave it there.
This is the most thought I've ever seen into duck selection. This podcast is incredible, guys. This is the greatest podcast on the air.
We make millions of dollars doing this every week.
All right, well, bye, Dan.
Get that free drink, brother.
You're gonna have that where people will knock on the table instead of clapping.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
No, they do that at the job that I'm about to quit in 2 days, and that's the biggest thing that I'm pumped about. Is I don't have to anymore be like, yeah, it's good quarter, thank you.
Perhaps can we discuss Johnny New Jobs, or is this?
Yeah, let me officially start the new job. I got a new job,
Yeah.
and so I'm not gonna be an international businessman anymore.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not gonna travel internationally. That did stink.
Yeah.
Y'all hate traveling to Europe or what?
Well, you were in Europe. You went to nude baths or something, didn't you? In Austria, you were.
No, that was just me. It was me I was in the sauna of the hotel I was staying in, and just a full-on European dude was like, "Oh, by the way, we hang our penises out fully here."
You told me that over the phone. I really thought you were in a sauna. I didn't realize you were at a Holiday Inn.
It was Holiday Inn Express.
Whoa! Look at this. What about this street tough?
You mentioned one hand job in a sauna, and all of a sudden,
Okay, we're running. What's up, boys?
how you doing? Noah Houlihan to the listener and viewer.
To the people watching this, the set is much better than you can see. There's a penguin that you can't see,
Yes.
a needle point that you can't see. It's beautiful.
It's
Yes.
really more of setting the tone for the room. We don't need it all in the shot.
Yeah.
We want people to feel the holiday
It's
spirit.
good advertising to actually come to the tap room.
Yes.
There's an open mic after this in case
That's exactly right.
some people here are worried.
They also make a good chicken Caesar wrap, but you have to ask for a chicken Caesar salad to be wrapped, and that seems like a
and they get
dilemma
mad.
sometimes.
They get
Yeah.
real mad. when
They
you
get
do it.
angry.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
That would shut me down, dude. If
It's
you
such a-
wrap salad, I'd panic and go home. You ever wrap sag much? This is
You give up quick.
of course, dude. I see leafy greens and I panic. I haven't had fiber in 8 years. No way.
We're all backed up.
can't wait to shit.
I know, dude.
What would you like to tell us? A drinking or a Christmassy
I'll
story?
tell you a Christmassy story.
Okay.
So my uncle is a professional Santa Claus.
Ooh.
He worked at the Deptford Mall before.
He's not in the minor leagues. He's a pro.
Oh, he's a pro. He's a pro. Like other malls have flown him out so he could be their Santa.
Yeah.
And he's dominated this area. If there's a picture of a child with Santa in your home right now, chances are it's my
Yeah. How long has he been Santa?
He's been in the game for like 20.
So statistically, most of the people in this room have sat on your uncle's lap.
Sat on my lap.
That's a weird thing to discover in a banquet hall attached to a bar.
My uncle was.
It's like a survivor's meeting of molestation.
So I found out
Yeah.
that my uncle was going to be in a parade. And I was like, cool. And he was like, well, do you want to be in the parade? And I was like, of course I want to be in a parade. Why would I want to be in a parade?
I'm the fucking nephew of Santa Claus.
Yeah, I deserve to be in a parade.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, so it's in Philly. You got to be there at 6 a.m. I was like, 6 a.m.? This sucks. It was at WMMR, and it was put on by Preston and Steve.
Wow.
So when I got there, I found out the theme of this parade was they believed that since this was the day before Thanksgiving, so Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Right.
So they believed that since pilgrims are known for the buckles on their hats, that they're into sadomasochism. So
Yeah, of course.
it was the WMMR Spanksgiving Day Parade.
There it is.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is like.
And how old were you again?
I was probably a freshman in college, so I was probably like
okay.
19, 20.
I was just imagining you were a child at this. You're just walking up and
Yeah.
what is all this? Stand up,
Darius
just-
was 8 before.
So I'm sitting in like this truck, and I'm like in the back of a pickup, and my uncle with a stripper is just like in the back waving.
You call her Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Aunt Mrs. Claus, thanks.
So Mrs. Claus is there, and they're like, we need some volunteers to be with the dominatrixes we have.
Wow.
And I was like, and they're like, and luckily I didn't like fully raise my hand because they grabbed these 8 other dudes. They come back in like stray jackets and ball gags. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, I'm cool in the back of the truck. And then Mrs. Claus
Yeah.
was kind of like,
She's pissed. 'Cause that's on the 9th day of Christmas.
I didn't get a submissive.
Oh, boy.
This sucks. That
Yeah.
I didn't get one. I was like, well, I don't want to disappoint Mrs. Claus. So I jump out of the pickup, and now I'm on like this trailer that's being dragged, and they put me on my hands and knees, and I'm in a parade where this girl's hitting me with a riding crop, while my uncle, dressed as Santa, is going, "You've been naughty!
Oh.
You've been bad! You're getting cold!" And then we drove around Philadelphia.
This sounds like a scene from a Rob Zombie movie.
I think you were finding out in real time you were molested.
You're the first college freshman to be molested as a man.
So they had it again. They had a sequel. They had another one of these.
You went back for second.
So I went back, and now I'm like fully in college, and we're like, well, let's make a float. So we made a float that was pirates capture the Mayflower, and we tied up a pilgrim, and then we had these pirates that were whipping him, and then I had a ball gag, and I ride a unicycle. If you guys don't know. So I was just riding my unicycle.
That's a bit of a footnote.
You know what's funny is we didn't know, but we all knew.
Like, you know, but there's no surprise involved.
If you had to tell me, like, all right, you got to name 20 things about Noah, I'd get to unicycle within 15.
Yeah. It probably rides a unicycle.
I'd be like, long hair, glasses, wrestling, fucking unicycle, probably. I don't know.
That's not what you used to do. A couple weeks ago, I asked him for a ride home. He's like, I actually can't. I gotta.
Yeah.
I got a flat, and one's down, the whole machine's down.
Yeah, you gotta get on the shoulders.
There's nothing sadder than a guy carrying a unicycle.
Oh yeah, it's a sad
I think
life.
I really fucking gave up.
So please, so you're this.
So your uncle, sorry.
Yeah. So they held it, I think, a total of 4 years. So I'm in 2 of them, and you can actually look it up online. It's me.
All right, good. So,
Thanksgiving Day.
viewer, right here is where you're going to see a nice clip of just Gimp Noah over here. The most naughtiest reindeer of all.
Yes. And if that's not the true reason for the season, then I don't know what.
You know what? I think history gets rewritten every 1,000 years anyway. At some point, people are going to celebrate. They're going to be like, "Did you bring the Noah for the tree?"
Strap him up.
Yeah. Oh, who did? You didn't bring his ball gag? I thought you brought the ball gag. My mom has the ball gag.
Classic 70s sitcom. I thought you had the ball gag.
Yeah. Well, they sold the ball gag to get the handcuffs, and then the other person sold their handcuffs to get the ball gag, which is also a gift to the Magi situation.
It's part of the industry. You guys would.
Yeah.
You're doing the white elephant exchange, and it's just all leather daddy material.
I love it.
All right. Do you want a beverage or a shot at a sweet gift?
A fun gift. I spent $45.
I really want the drink, but I feel like content-wise, you would really prefer that I get.
Oh, right. We're not good at this. We
What's that?
forgot sometimes we're bad at podcasting.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it the entire time we're up here. What are
I
you
don't
talking
think
about?
you guys have said the name of this podcast since you started.
No, we started off. I said it's the That Rules Christmas Extravaganza.
For tuning to the do-rag and the deer tag. Good to see everybody. Thank you guys. Please. Well, you said you want a fun little treat?
Yes, for content reasons, I'll take a fun little treat.
Very quickly, just so you get one. We've been doing this to everybody. Can you do a fun little clap?
Can I do a fun little clap?
Yes. Funnest clap you can do. There it is. That's pretty fun. I'm going to touch my
It's
butt.
real quiet.
Do you want him to dunk on the Pope as well?
Oh, you were probably expecting this. It's a giant Amarillo.
Yeah, all right. Thanks. Thank God it was labeled. I
That's
don't
right.
know. I still don't know what it is.
I don't either. It was $14 at Walgreens. I was $54. There was no price tag.
How do I care for this?
There was
You know.
we don't really know.
I think it's kind of like a Mogwai situation. If you get it right after midnight, it'll come to life.
Guy at Walgreens gave me a weird look. And then I entered my mom's phone number for rewards. And got $8 off.
I just love the image of you getting this and a box of forks.
Yeah, it was real. I had to put all the other shit in the bag, and he's like, I actually sold one of these earlier today. I put it in the bag. It fell all over. You want to hold this? I was like, yeah, I should probably hold this right now, dude.
You got a guy talk you into buying an Amaryllis?
He didn't say a word. I just did it on
It looks like it's going to be beautiful.
The picture on it does not, like, the picture is a beautiful red flower. The
We
object
gave you an
appears to
obligation.
be an onion. Like,
Well, onions
and
and
it's starting, like, there's a thing. Oh, it's got me. No,
Like I just see more. You could also do what I do every time a plant dies, but it comes in a cool planter. I'll rip everything out, and then this is like my new drinking glass in
is
this
this
house.
connected to it? No, this just comes out.
Oh, sweet. So do you just want some rocks?
No.
Okay. Now
I could dunk with this if you'd like.
Oh, true. Dunk.
Appreciate that.
Dunk the Pope.
Yes. Dunk the Pope. Yes. Thank
You
you.
don't have to do a shirt. Yeah, I'll dunk with this.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is podcast history. You've never seen an Amaryllis bulb.
Can we get a drum roll? A drum roll.
Yes, a drum roll.
I mean, it's not just the Hulk, it's also the Hulk.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk is my Pope.
All right, gotcha. Here we go. Windmill!
Oh my god! That was incredible. So, for the listener at home, High Note Humor, where we're holding this, is historically known for having a very shitty spotlight that is just an extension cord run to the top of a speaker. Noah, in the most athletic movies ever performed in his life, ripped a killer, I'll say this, a killer windmill dunk. That was an incredible dunk. Yes. We'll have to check the tape. Did he complete the dunk, or
Yeah, not even remote.
or did he?
Not even a little bit. Couldn't even dunk an onion, dude. Can't even dunk an onion, dude.
That's a hell of a saying right there. That's our new merch. Can't even dunk it on you.
Yeah, we have millions of fans clamoring for
That was incredible. It's good to know that in the stat line, the extension cord got a block into it. That's good.
Give it up for Noah for that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, very good story all around. What a beautiful.
you can move it. All right. Well, the light pointing at the ceiling does us no good, so we're gonna move on.
Where's Paul? Yeah, that was our biggest issue. The lighting was a little. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm having fun. You having fun?
I'm having a great time. I was so excited about the Dunkin' Onion. That was also the funniest gift I have, so I kind of blew my load kind of early on that one. The rest are going to kind of peter off a little bit now.
Dunkin' Onion sounds like we're heading that direction with foods that are offered at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
They're going to have an awesome blossom at some point, right?
I would think.
So we have to copyright Dunkin' Onions real quick.
I think we should get in the game. We should get in the legal game. Yeah, Dunkin' Onions. Everybody in there smells like them fucking Dunkin' Onions. I was at one yesterday. The customers. You friggin' jerks.
Good save!
Thanks.
That was pretty cool. Sorry, so you were being racist?
Yeah, man. Finding Nemo. Good movie, good tale, good time. It was
I
incredible.
want to see if you can go 3 for 3. Redeem yourself with a good story of you and your dad.
I'm doing little quips today. I'm just a quip guy. You're handling the tails, dude. You look like you.
I'm festive as fuck, dude. You have any Christmas stories? What, you got any fun?
Yeah, no. One time I had an air hockey table and it broke that morning, and then my mom and dad got in a fight. What about you? Stories like that, dude?
Yeah, no, I have. I think I told it on here before. My dad he got me the Fisher Price 3-in-1 pool, ping pong, and air hockey table. Do you guys remember this? Back in the day, it was like really, really big back in the '90s. And they went out for New Year's with their friends. My parents went out for New Year's with their friends and got hammered. And my dad was like running his mouth to his friend. He's like, dude, I can fucking beat you in anything. Like, I'm incredible at anything competitively. So they're running back and forth, like talking shit to each other. And he's like, we got a fucking pool table at the house. Why don't you come over after this and we fucking prove it? Yeah. So being the degenerate gambler my father was, they started betting like thousands of dollars at the bar. Really? And they were just like, we're going to fucking see who the best is. They just came home to definitely shit-faced. They came home to like our babysitter. They're like, get out of the way, Beth. We got to fucking score to settle down in the basement. Yeah. And my dad brought his friend down there, and I remember he was like, all right, here it is. And my dad's buddy would always be like, I walked down expecting this like championship level pool table. Yeah. And I walked down to your Fisher Price 3-in-1 ping pong pool table and air hockey set. My dad and him then from that point just played air hockey, ping pong, and pool for like 3.5 hours while like I was sleeping upstairs. Yeah, they just kept gambling. Yeah. So shout out to my dad and Herbie, his friend. Isn't that a great name for a fucking dude that like is a degenerate gambler? Yeah, Herbie. I don't know if Herb was a bad gambler. I shouldn't say that.
Did you pick up any of the gambling gene? You don't really get into it.
No, I didn't. I'm a terrible gambler because I'm dumb. So like now I just lean into like, oh, my dad had a gambling problem as to how I don't lose money now. Okay, it's pretty great. Yeah. Last time I was just in Vegas for my job, and I took $200 out to go play roulette. And I was like, all right, I'm going to just do this like for the experience, have fun. You know, I'm in Vegas. I'm not drinking. I got to do something Vegas-y. And I walked around, and every table just looked so sad. Oh, yeah. And every person, I was just like depressed. And I just like did 2 laps, and I was like, I guess I'm just going to go back to my room.
Yeah, it's tough. And you're Atlantic City, and you're there like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. gambling, and you just see older women using the slots, and they hit it with their long titties. The night's gotten out of hand. And I'll go out there. I'll hit a neck massage to a woman gambling at 1, 2 a.m. Let me send that as a PSA. If you're at the casino, maybe the Trump casino, the Hillary Clinton casino, go up to older women and touch their shoulders.
Do it. Yeah. You can refer to, actually, you can show them this clip on YouTube as you go up to them. You're like, hey, watch this real quick, and then rub their shoulders, see what happens.
Just try it out. You guys gonna like it. It could be your long lost grandmother.
Does anybody have a fun gift that can beat 3-in-1 pool set, or Matt's dad? When he beat you up, what happened?
Well, we never put his hands on before we have kissed. We, coffee breath.
Who's got a good present, Andrew? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Boss. Yo, where's Andrew Boss? Oh, yeah.
Please take a seat, man.
Shout out to the High Loop. I don't think High Hoop. She doesn't watch this podcast anymore, but she made us this for free.
Yeah, a nice lady who listens to the podcast made us this sweet embroidered thing, and I'm almost certain she's never listened to an episode.
I'm gonna be dead serious. I don't think she has. I think she just like so the whole thing is the lady gets high and does cross stitches, which is pretty cool. I think she would just scroll through Instagram and was like, that name's cool. I want to put it on a thing.
Didn't she ask you what the name was or not?
No, she did. She messaged me and she was like, I just think your name of the podcast is like, I love Seth. And walk around my house going, that rules. That rules.
That's a bonus.
Oh, sorry. Andrew Boss, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Do I have to swap hats or is this one?
Unless you want to be a fucking cringe. I don't know.
I'm going to keep it.
All right. So what do you want to tell us? Drinking or Christmas or Indiana Jones thing just rolled at us real quick. Or do you want to tell us a drinking / Christmas story? You got one of those?
So I came up here to defend Atlantic City because I was just there.
You?
Yeah, me. I like the slots. They're fun. They're fun at 2 a.m. My favorite one's Sex in the City. You can do quite well.
Do you sit there and just go, I'm such a Miranda?
Yeah. And then I order martinis. It's bad.
You order martinis at the slots?
Yeah, they give them in paper cups.
You are a sassy bitch, dude.
If it wasn't clear before, it is now. I actually went
my martini.
I actually went to the casino one time with fellow comedian Josh Ryan. And then we proceeded to eat at the casino bar,
Nice.
where they will let you play games and order nachos at the same time. And that played out exactly like you think it did.
You have slippery, cheesy fingers on the side.
Yeah, I kept winning, and then Josh kept ordering nachos. He's the only person in history that ordered dessert nachos.
You guys are living like an 11-year-old's dreams. Bring me the chos, baby.
It was great. The hat's coming off.
Should go.
I'll let you guys choose. You want a drinking story or a Christmas story or a derivation of thereof?
Drinking.
Okay, the Hollywood Diner was mentioned, and I will tell this story in full. It's going to take 12 and a half years.
All right,
You can fact check.
2.5 minutes.
You can fact check every bit of this. I played in an adult men's very highly competitive soccer league in South Jersey. It existed. It still does. And every team needed a sponsor. The sponsor for our team, you guessed it, Hollywood Diner.
Oh, ooh, that's a good sponsor.
Yeah, it's great because every Wednesday and Sunday you got to go there post game, pretend you won, and drink.
Post-game comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
January 4th.
Be there.
Look at that.
We would lie to the bartenders. No matter how the game went, we won every game. We were league champs every time.
You think that was what was going to be the determining factor if those bartenders fucked you? I mean, I'm going to fuck a loser.
You're the winning goalie? Oh, wow.
Yeah, my boyfriend's like a doctor, but this guy get rid of the bullshit soccer moves.
You beat other guys from another town who are equally as drunk. And
Would you guys stay in uniform?
Yes, of course.
That's all.
Smelly as shit. One night, they were making special drinks for us, which were creamsicles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so a bunch of post-college men.
Damn, that's just the adult version of bringing orange slices to a soccer game for kids. I got creamsicles.
Except the bartender definitely wanted us to leave. So she kept making the drinks stronger and stronger, and it did not have the desired effect. So before
Wait, is that a tactic bartenders do? You know what would get them out of here if they're drunker.
Yes, they have to leave. We get so fucked up at this bar. Are we allowed to use that language on the pod?
Freak the heck up.
Freak the heck up. And we were people throwing up all over the place. I'm like, you know what's going to work? A text to my girlfriend, who lives in, oddly enough, Swedesboro. Also previously mentioned. Just call her. She doesn't answer. So I do the only thing you can do when you've had 12 creamsicles. Drive to her house.
After you have your 13th creamsicle.
It's a magic number.
Did you have a creaming on the road? Like, was it leaking over while you're
Oh, brother, I take them all with me.
Really?
I take one to go everywhere.
What song were you singing while you're driving? Just so we can
Streets back.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean-
because it's the cadence. Back, 2, 3. You gotta keep the lane.
And you're taking back streets because you're going to get pulled over by going.
It's all there. So it's one of these classic moments, classic goof, where you had your 13th creamsicle and then you wake up naked in the living room of your girlfriend's apartment that she shares with her parents.
Oh, nice.
Now, notice I didn't say, remember driving there or getting out of the car or why my clothes are off.
Very quickly, I just, it makes total sense that your girlfriend lived with her parents and they were in an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the type of women I look for.
So you wake up, you have a creamy belly, and you're fully disappointed.
And I'm naked as shit. And I just politely walk back to her room, who none of her sheets are on her bed, and she's just staring at me as I walk in the door. Like, why is this happening? She goes, well, you knocked on the door, you were very quiet, you got up all 14 stairs, and then you immediately threw up all over yourself.
That's pretty
Standing up.
Yeah.
That's impressive. And then you pushed me out of the way, laid down on my bed face first, and did it again.
Ooh.
And then wouldn't wake up. So her and her mother had to get me out of this bed,
Oh, they
drag me into the shower, shower me,
Ooh, this is getting hot as hell, dude.
not if you see my little wiener, and then drug me into the living room where they left me to die. They were like, listen, we tried. And if that's where it ends, that's where it ends.
Wait, they bathed you and put you in the living room?
Yeah, her mother saw my little dangleberry.
This is a search result in Pornhub for half of this room.
You know what I'm
Mother and daughter bang fat drunk guy.
He can't come because he can't feel it.
Who's wearing a soccer uniform?
They just call me Lionel Messi.
baby.
No, I didn't run. I'm not.
You had a hat trick of puke in that girl's apartment.
The eye contact at Christmas was terrible.
Yeah, how long did you guys stay together after that?
8 years.
Yes. And that, kids, is How I Met Your Mother.
Oddly enough, side note, she's now married to my ex best friend. Just, I mean, that's it. That's it.
Just the fact you have an ex-best friend.
Oh, I have 2 ex best friends.
But they're best friends now.
They probably are.
They were at some bar one day and he's like, you know who fucking sucks? He's like, yeah, Andrew Boss. He's like,
No, dude.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I fucking hate that guy too.
He took her out and he's like, this guy can't even handle his creamsicles. Man.
Do you think they're on a podcast somewhere talking about that?
No.
That's how they met, was through you.
I just now realized that this ties back in. The night that me and Josh Ryan, fellow comedian Josh Ryan, went to the casino to eat nachos at the casino bar. We saw them, and I ran like a child from that area. I was like, "Oh, they're near Sex in the City. I gotta move." Just fucking bolted like a bolt of lightning. All right, that's it. It's not a very good story.
All right, what do you want? You want to?
I think I earned it. I honestly think it's a great story.
Truly, a very nice tale of love and lust.
And if you're asking, I have never had a creamsicle since.
All right, well, if we could, actually, we're going to pick. If we could get him a creamsicle from the bar. Nothing, a creamsicle drink? We're trying to see Andrew's dick tonight.
That's going to be the conversation.
Well,
hey.
thanks.
Oh, do you want a fun gift too?
You want a treat for a drink?
Fun treat gift.
I thought it was decided for me.
Say treat.
A treat.
Wow, what a crazy little choice.
What's it gonna be?
Guys, how about a drum roll for the treat? We have Bush, baby.
Except for anybody here that looks like they appreciate it. Andrew Boss, everybody, thank you. I think it's only fitting that Josh Ryan can come up and defend himself so you can smash his good name.
Yes, nachos.
It's fuck boots. What are you doing? It's dessert nachos, Josh Ryan.
It's hard to tell who booed out of all 19 of the people who would have known.
Can that be your name? Can that be your comedy name? Like hamburger, dessert nachos.
We all know comics that have nicknames go far.
Yeah.
Funny Man, John Montag. Alright, can we talk about
We're sitting the same fucking stage right now, huh?
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
He didn't take it for himself. He put it right on you. You don't fucking glasses and jacket.
It's festive and good.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
It's a lovely Super Bowl ring.
Thank you.
Alright, I don't drink, so I don't have any good drunk stories, but
Are you good on tape?
what do you mean?
You're good, right? Okay.
For now or for later?
You need it. You need it.
I need some later if you don't mind.
Okay, sure. What's your good tale? Let's hear.
My what?
Your good tale. Your good fun story.
Well, I was blackout drunk when Andrew Boss picked me up to go to Philly Live Casino.
Oh, you were Philly Live? Dude?
Yeah, it was
Oh, you guys were at AC, the land of freedom, the home
No,
of great.
this is not drunk.
You were over in the parking lots that people get underage drinking in at Eagles games.
Yeah, it was next drinks.
Nice.
We were on the elevator with 8 people. This is how drunk I was, and it's 2 floors or whatever. So as soon as the door shut, I let out what arguably is the biggest fart I've ever had.
Ooh.
Multiple seconds, loud.
I'm gonna guess it was very stinky as well.
So the door's open, and he walks up.
Morning,
I'm trying to get myself in. I'm in the elevator right now. I'm picturing it.
That's something I would have said. I'm like,
Also, to know exactly how many people are in the elevator is the most autistic thing I've ever heard.
true, yeah.
Wonder how many.
You like
people
RoboCop,
destroyed.
dude. You clock how many people are there.
Target acquired. Release.
So I farted. It's also there's a picture of me going around in the. I would never make fun of my adult special needs uncle, but I pee like him sometimes. And he takes his pants and puts them down around his ankles at the urinal and pees.
Yes.
And I often do that when I'm drinking. Yeah.
Man, who would have thought that comics have fucked up uncles?
Andrew's a degenerate gambler. The reason I ate nachos, I did it out of spite because I paid for an earlier meal. I didn't want them.
You enjoyed Mexican cuisine out of anger?
Yeah, the only thing better than dessert nachos is spite nachos.
I enjoyed nothing.
A little extra zest.
Yo, this guy is angry as hell.
So he's just killing it at the fucking slot machine, like a 7-year-old woman, and out of spite, because it was his tab, I ordered nachos after we had a meal of food.
Nice.
Were they big Joes or not? Like, what are we talking? Give me like a for instance, like the dimensions on these bad
They were
boys.
big. It was big.
Were you sucking finger after every fucking plate?
Yes, and then touching a dirty slot machine.
Yeah. My grandma goes to those casinos. She's like, "Hi, so
My grandma licks the screens at those casinos, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just now realizing that dessert nachos just means you had nachos after a meal, not that you had ice cream based nachos.
No, they were like fucking jalapenos.
I was picturing like cracked up cannolis and ice cream. Like, if that doesn't exist, that needs to exist. Dessert nachos at my house at Christmas this year. You can fucking count on that, everybody. So that's it. You just want to
I got nothing. No, I just
want to say, yup, I ate nachos.
Right, yup.
It's like Andrew Boss was right.
Yeah. You don't have fun holiday tales? I feel like you gotta have some fun ones. You come from an Irish Catholic family.
Yeah, yeah.
Any fun? You're a fart in church.
Yeah.
Yeah, those pews are incredible. You have that reverberation.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like to fart.
Aptly named Pew, because when you make that fart, you go, oh, Pew.
That joke is brought to you by Tech Decks.
Yeah. I'm scared my grandma's gonna die. I miss her.
I got nothing for you, pals. I just wanted to let everybody know that it wasn't dessert nachos. It was nachos after a meal.
All right. Well, you can look out for their new store they're going to open up. Josh and Andrew's Dessert Nachos. Coming to the greater... Dan Callahan? You're autistic. Where's a good place in South Jersey for a restaurant? Yeah, like what town right now? Never mind. This
Go to Bridgeton down in Deep Cumberland.
Yeah.
I guarantee you look it up. It's like a really nice plot of land. It's on a main road. I guarantee.
You will get stabbed. Anyway. What do you want? You want to dunk on the Pope or what?
No, I want a treat.
You want a treat?
It's just
You want a
treat.
succulent sweet little
You
treat?
shouldn't have.
Speaking of which, I'm going to have one of these on here.
Well, Josh, you're probably our final guest of the night. Oh, sad.
They don't abandon Jesus.
Right. Well, Josh, I'm going to give you both of the final treats. What do you think about that?
I think I'm a lucky son of a gun.
You are a lucky son of a freaking crap.
We don't grow that air here. We just eat chocolates.
Yeah, I'm like stuck between hungover and drunk. You know that?
I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like we can wrap it up with a better story from you. I'm going to be honest. You got to have a good story. Good drinking story?
Who do you think's the hottest?
I'll go to AC. I went to AC, and again, I was blackout drunk before I went to AC. I woke up.
Drove, right?
No, I didn't drive.
We can be honest. It's the internet.
I woke up in my bed 45 minutes from Atlantic City at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with sand, urine, and somebody else's cell phone in my bed.
Do you think it was someone else's urine as well?
I hope so.
Okay.
It's kind of like an SVU type of thing. The victim's got sand, urine, and somebody else's cell phone.
But I tried to put my charger into this other person's phone. This is a while ago, so it's not like iPhone. So I ruined that phone because I used a charger from a different phone and rammed it in.
With sand and pee-pee.
And sand and piss all in my bed.
Let's go.
And poop, I'm not going to lie. A little bit of poop.
do you think at any point... That should happen. That was they're playing us off. Do you think at any point when they were designing the iPhone, they were like, all right, we got everything figured out. And one guy's like, what if it gets sand, poop, and pee in it? And they're like, God damn it, we got to go back to the engineers. We got to redesign this entire thing.
That's why I got to get the Pro model.
There's just a plug that covers up the port.
True, that's a bad one to go with. They usually go to like an I break, you fix, one of those stores.
You shit, I clean.
That's something special. Well, Josh, for an incredible tale like that, you have earned yourself a Lunchable and chicken fried baby food. Yes, dude.
Chicken fried baby food.
Yeah.
That sounds like a ska band.
It's still great on dessert nachos, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, now if you could just assemble a nice Lunchable nacho for us for the open mic, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Without question.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Happy holidays, dude.
Hey, happy holidays to you. Go Birds.
give it up for Josh.
Josh,
here.
here.
All right. Well, I think that has been all our time, John. Do you have any parting wishes or things you'd like to say to our incredible audience? First of all, give it up for yourselves for...
Give it up for yourselves for reluctantly being here. Thank you to, if any of you guys are listeners or viewers, thank you. And to the listeners and viewers, thank you for the last 100 episodes. Here's to maybe like 12 more. You got 13 or 14 on the back, right? Yeah. Thank you to you. You've been fucking awesome. It's been nice to to grow with you. It is. It's cute. You can all it up. It's been fun to do 100 episodes and we still haven't talked about anything yet. And I don't think we've ever covered any good issue or anything. So thank you to you for being able to be a moron with me for 100 episodes.
Absolutely. And if my grandma never dies, I'll kill myself. So,
well, we're gonna broadcast it. That's gonna be the 150th episode. We're gonna do it right before her viewing.
Her wake to fucking wake me at my grandma's funeral. Get durfed off pop keg at my grandma's funeral.
Balloons just say R.I.P.
My grandma keeps getting dogs and they keep dying 8 years. Look, guys, that's been our episode. Thank you guys again. This is That Rules Podcast. If you're here, please go subscribe on YouTube and listen and have fun. We love you. Thank you so much.